hope you're all doing well. A couple of months ago, just before Christmas, I bought myself a second-hand Solar 7-string guitar. What's most cool is the day that I got this, I started jamming on it, and having never played a 7-string guitar before, there was a bit of an adjustment, but I wrote a riff, and that has turned into my next single, which comes out on the 19th of this month, which is in a couple of days, but if you're in the future, then go and check it out now. And that riff sounds like this. Pumped. I thought, that's pretty cool, it's a lot of fun, and I got inspired, and then the verse came. Anyway, long story short, I was very inspired by getting a brand new guitar. I got some cool riffs, got some cool ideas, everything just happened to fall into place, and I've released a brand new song. So the moral of that story is you should always buy a new guitar. For most of my life, I've been using ESPs, all 6-string guitars, and for the last few years primarily been playing Gibson Les Pauls. So to jump onto a 7-string was a bit of an adjustment. For anyone wondering, do you really notice the extra string? I think it's kind of like, are you going to notice what's extra in this situation? Yes, there's an extra one you're going to notice. So, of course, the neck is wider this way, but also I didn't realise, not doing my research, the scale length is longer than a Gibson Les Paul as well. Gibson Les Pauls are 24.5 inch scale length. This is 26.5, which is an extra 2 inches longer, which is what we all want, right? So not only is there obviously a bit more of a stretch to get down to the lower strings, but there's more of a stretch through every position, you know? Sounds good, it's chunky. It's got Seymour Dunkers in here. Along the pickup, it actually says Duncan Solar. So Olar's obviously worked with Seymour Duncans in order to get these happening in this guitar. It's got a 5-way switch. Actually, that's pretty funny. I still do a proper G chord across all 7 strings, which sounds like crap. So it takes a bit of an adjustment for my brain to go from the 6 to the 7. The fingers have this memory and they do the wrong thing. 5-way toggle switch. Got one volume and one tone knob on it, and yeah, that's all you need. Does the job, it's great. It's just got this normal fixed bridge which goes through the body. A lot of Solar guitars these days have the Evertune bridge. The tuning pegs are not locking on this particular guitar, so I think this one's more like the middle of the range Solar guitar, but it still feels great and it plays really good. I normally use 10 to 46 on my 6-string guitars, but with the extra string and the longer scale length, it feels tighter. Now I'm in B flat standard, which basically means the 6 normal strings are E flat standard, and then you've got a lower B, or a B flat in this case, below it. Just like your E string. And your B string would be E flat, B flat. It's got the cool little Solar symbol on the 12th fret, but it doesn't have any dots along the fretboard. You've got the dots on the side of the guitar, but I find myself, I do miss the spots or the dots and the markings on the neck. I get a little bit lost from time to time, but that's just going to take a bit of practice. And it is a mahogany body. Matte black because, you know, you've got to have a black guitar to play metal, right? Which brings me to my next point. I got this and I liked it, but I like a white guitar. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I've got a white Les Paul Custom. So I bought this one as well about a month ago. This is the Solar A1.7 Vinter in matte pearl white. It's beautiful. It's got silver hardware, has Fishman Fluence modern pickups. It's got the Evertune bridge, which I mentioned before, and the tuning heads are locking type, which is mad. Other than the obvious differences, I think it's more or less the same as the other one. Scale length is the same. mahogany body, ebony fretboard, 24 frets. This one though with the different pickups has a bit more bite. Sounds really great. Now, the Evertune bridge was new for me. Having never used one, I had to learn all about it before I could do anything. And same thing, tuned it down half a step. But one cool, check this out. You can set it up so that the strings don't bend at all, which is probably good for recording if you're going to be just doing some tight rhythm stuff and you don't need any vibrato. But I love vibrato, so it's kind of impractical. And as you can see, you can set it up to sound like a normal guitar. Big difference, of course, with the pickups is this has a push-pull tone knob there. And this only has a 3-way toggle. Which I think tonally has a lot more difference between bridge and neck position than what the black one does. So did this guitar inspire as much as the other one? It certainly did. I've got a ton of riffs and a lot of songs that I'm going to be releasing after this next song, which is coming out. And here's just another riff for you guys to preview. That's my two 7-string Solar guitars. They're cool, they sound great, they're lots of fun to play, and they're very, very inspiring. Yeah, this was a little bit of a shameless plug about my new single, but make sure you go check it out. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. But that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. I'll see you next time.